Welcome back to the Gopher Pregame Show.
Thanks for staying with us here on the Gopher Pregame Show. Joined now by a very special guest, Derik LeCaptain. I almost feel like I should call you a friend of the show at this point, too. I think it's like the third time we've had a chance to sit down one-on-one with Derik, but it's good to have you back again. First and foremost, we need to ask, physically, how you feeling? I know you were out there back on the field after a tough season last year.
Yeah.
How's the shoulder feel?
Feeling great. Just happy to be healthy, back out there with the guys. Credit to the strength and conditioning staff, the trainers, everybody taking care of me during the offseason. But yeah, it's just a blessing to be healthy and be back out there with everybody.
I'm sure last season was awfully difficult for you. You missed the season last year with injury. We're told so often that you are a guy that just lives, breathes, and eats football. How tough was it last season?
It was tough, especially when the injury first happened. But I'm just so blessed and thankful to be part of this program. Everybody kept my spirits up. Still had a role just helping the younger guys, special teams wise and defensive wise. So it was awesome because I was still able to be around the game and be involved with everything, and at the same time just rehabbing and getting my body back. So yeah, it was definitely difficult not playing, but it was still being around the guys and being around the coaches every single day. I was blessed. Some people, I pride myself on never taking anything for granted, and even though I couldn't be out there with the guys, still being able to help us prepare throughout the season and be around everybody was awesome.
I have no doubt about it. When you miss a full season the way that you did, it's one thing to get back into the swing of things in practice, but it's another thing to get back in the swing of things in games. So when you got to step on the field against North Carolina and do it in real time, how did it feel? Was there any nerves at all, or was it just like riding a bike?
Yeah, it was awesome. Got out there for warm-ups and everything, and it kind of felt like a switch flipped, and I was like back to myself, like back in the right place. I was exactly where I needed to be, and yeah, it was just the feeling is almost unexplainable when you get to step out on that field every Saturday, and just to have that feeling again and be out there with my brothers and my coaches who we've all put in so much time and so much effort, and to go out there and be able to let it loose every Saturday is definitely something you don't take for granted.
You guys were so close against North Carolina, had a chance to win it there at the end. Things didn't go your way. Walk me back through what the mood was like in the locker room, and take me through what the first couple days of practice have been like moving on to the next game.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing in our program, we always talk about hyper, and the game last Thursday didn't go the way we wanted. We took the loss, but that's our result. Now that result, we have data, so now we can go back, analyze that data, see what we did well, what we got to improve on, and now it's all about responding. So we have the data. The game didn't go how we wanted to, but now we learned from it, and we're on to Rhode Island, and we're focused on being 1-0 in the Rhode Island season, and take what we've learned from game one and now apply it into game two.
You're a special teams ace, so how difficult was it for you? In that first quarter, uncharacteristic for you guys is the first quarter to some illegal procedure penalties. We have a couple missed field goals in the game. How tough was it as a group for the special teams unit?
I think the biggest thing for our unit is we always say, just having that one play mentality. So if it's a good play, great. Learn from it, see what we did well, move on. If it's a bad play, great. Learn from it, move on, get to the sideline, make our adjustments. So I think that's one of the great things about special teams is, there's no second down on special teams. You get really one chance, and then it could be a while before you're out there again. So just having that one play mentality and never getting too high or too low, depending on how we're playing, just getting to the sideline, making the adjustments, and then at the end of the day, just playing with maximum effort. And a lot of times if we just play with maximum effort, that can clean up some mistakes. But like I said, the same thing. We'll go back. We looked at the tape. We had our result. Now we have our data to look at and get it cleaned up for week two.
You guys flipped the page now to Rhode Island, a team that really had a dramatic victory in their opening game of the season against Holy Cross. When you look at them on film, what stands out about them? I know Devin Farrell, their quarterback, man, he had a heck of a game against Holy Cross.
I think the thing you see from them is they play extremely hard. Like, you just see how they play on every unit extremely hard, and they have some guys who are great athletes. Their quarterbacks are very good. They have some very good receivers. Special teams-wise, their returners are phenomenal. They really play the game how it's supposed to be played. They play super hard. They leave it all out on the field, so it definitely got to prepare.
I know you guys are very even-keeled throughout the season. I've been around this program enough now to kind of get the understanding of that. But when you lose the opening game of a season, how much of a sense of urgency kind of upticks maybe in week two so you don't fall behind too far and have to play catch-up the rest of the season?
Yeah, I really think for us, we do embody the one week at a time mentality. And I think for us, you know, we keep the same sense of urgency regardless if it's game one, regardless if it's the bowl game at the end of the season, regardless if it's somewhere in the middle. So I think that's just the biggest message for us this week and every other week, is really just honing in on that one game at a time, 1 week at a time mentality. And like you talked about, the intensity, bringing the intensity, that same intensity every single week, regardless of who we play or what game we're playing.
One thing that's unique for you guys this season in terms of the schedule is your first 4 games are at home. It didn't go your way, obviously, in the first week, but how important is it really to take advantage of this home schedule that you have that leads you pretty much till the end of September?
Yeah, I think definitely, you know, embracing playing in our stadium, because, you know, you only get so many games at home, and especially for our upperclassmen, you know, it's pretty cool. We get to play at home a lot right away. So yeah, I think just embracing every moment we get to play in that stadium and play in front of our home fans, you know, it's like I said before, it's something that you don't take for granted and don't take lightly.
What's your favorite part about playing with this group of guys in particular? You've been around a few teams in the past, but this year's team in particular, what's your favorite part about it?
I think my favorite part is we've been through so much together. You know, we have guys from my class who have been here since 2019, guys who got here in 2020, played 2021, 2022, 2023, and now here. So we have guys who've seen the whole spectrum of seasons. You know, we've seen the 2019 and then COVID when everything completely changed. So we've been through so much, and I think that has allowed us to build a connection that is unlike anything I've been a part of. And I really, when you say your teammates are your brothers, I mean that more than I ever have, because we've been through so much together as a group.
Well, Derik, it's good to have you back. Good to see you back on the field. We wish you continued health and success the rest of the way. Friend of the show, Derik LeCaptain. I'm sure he's going to be doing this plenty more times as the season rolls on. Thank you, Derik.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
So much more coming.